issues of teenage pregnancy, and obviously when it's below 16 years, it's defilement, is something that we see almost all the time. It is real. It's not something, it's not a data somebody cooked up from somewhere and decided to put it in the public domain. Almost every day in our premises across the country, we have cases of domestic violence, specifically defilement, since we are talking about defilement where it results in pregnancy. And for instance, the one I spoke to you about involved, unfortunately, in this situation, a father who impregnated a daughter, and as a result, I've had 2 abortions for the lady, 14. The first abortion was when she was 14 years, and the second abortion was when she was 16 years. And these are not cases that are, it's not an isolated case. I remember about 10 years ago, I handled a case where the child was 13 years and she was pregnant. She was defiled, and the court had to give order for abortion. And even that, even if she has a right, which she does under the law, to have an abortion because she's been defiled, looking at the size of the child, going through that kind of procedure, it's something that we can't imagine, because this is somebody whose body is still yet to be fully developed. To get pregnant is an issue, and to go further to have an abortion is not something that it's good for the health of the child. So every day we have this, and our statistics show. In fact, if you look at our statistics, we have, for instance, 2016 to 2020, we have 719 for 2016, 790 for 719 for 2016.
So those of you who are watching, look at the figures.
Yes, 719 for 2016, 790 for 2017, 2018, 637. Of course, there was a decrease if you look at the statistics. And then in 2019, it's just shot up to 1,285. And then in 2020, it came down to 1,047. Now, these are the reported cases. So if you look at the cases on teenage pregnancy, when you look at the data, you realize that I think for the last 5 years, there was about between 10 to 14, because defilement is below 16 years, so between 10 and 14 years. If you look at the statistics from the Ghana Health Service, it's 13,444, for the last 5 years. So if you put our data together, it shows that a lot more people are not reporting. If you look at what it means, that people, but you see, under the domestic violence law.
Before that, you see something that is happening. The statistics that you have from your department shows that in 2020, please put it back, in 2020, it came down from 1,285 to 1,047. Now, from the Ghana Health Service statistics about the girls who got pregnant and who are under 14.
Exactly.
That's almost 3,000.
Yes.
Then if you take the number who are between 15 to 19, then you have 100,000 plus. So it means there is such a gulf of a gap.
Yes, there is a gap. In fact, what I have, if you look at the, I hope we have the same.
So there are those who have reported to the hospital just so they are taken care of because they got pregnant.
Just because they got pregnant.
Then those you have dealt with are those who have reported to police for purposes of prosecution.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then, so when you look at the data here, you realize that a lot more people are not reporting. But then, those who report under the law, the health provider is mandated by the law to report. So anytime a victim of defilement or sexual assault walks to the health service provider, he or she, whoever attends to her, must report to the police. So if the health providers were reporting to us, then it will get a true reflection of the actual statistics on the ground, at least for those who report to the providers.